back in another video. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, and if you're here to learn why you're not able to manifest your dreams, continue watching. But wait, give me a big thumbs up and put your notifications on so you're not missing out on all of this goodness. And we're just gonna jump right into this. Reason number one why you are not able to manifest your dreams is everything does not work on your timing, it works on God's timing. You do not control your own destiny. Everything works according to God's plan for your life. So if it hasn't happened yet, it's probably not time. It's not God's time. You don't just pray and manifest and magically receive things. That's not how it works. God is not a genie that you just rub the lamp and get what you want and then he goes back in the lamp. Proverbs 19:21 says, "Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's plans that prevail." You might have a lot of plans, but God's plans always prevail. Now, this might not happen in a few days, a few months, or even a few years, but God always keeps his promises. Reason number two why you're not able to manifest your dreams is you are not ready. You cannot receive what you are not ready for. God sometimes places you in a season, a place, or a position that will prepare you for what you've been asking for. You cannot receive unless you are ready. 1 Corinthians 3 Verse 2 says, "I gave you milk, not solid food, for you were not ready for it. Indeed, you are still not ready." God gave them milk instead of solid food because they were not ready for it. So God was preparing them slowly, just like as a baby, you started off with milk, maybe soft foods. And then once the baby develops and they're ready and prepared to actually chew their own food, then they're able to get the solid food, the good stuff, some fried chicken and whatnot. So if you're not prepared, God cannot give you what you are not ready for. So he has to prepare you. So you may be in a season or a place, a position in your life where God is preparing you for what you've been asking for. So be patient. Be patient. Reason number three. It's not just a one and done. You can't just ask God for something once and then forget about it and forget about him. You have to be consistent in building your relationship with God. God does not like it when you use him when you need him, and then when you don't, you forget about him. Like I said, he's not a genie. You don't rub him when you need him and put him back in the lamp when you're done. That's not how it works. I like to think of this as like a child when your parents tell you like, "I'm gonna give you ice cream after school," all day you're telling your friends like, "My mommy taking me to go get ice cream after school." Like, my mom you're so hyped, like you getting ice cream after school. Like, who don't want ice cream? You're just telling everybody like, my mommy said I'm getting ice cream. And then it's after school and you're like, "Mommy, we gonna get ice cream?" And you just keep like talking about it and you keep mentioning it, and that's basically what it's like, meditating on the promises that God has given you. If God told you you're going to be a doctor, you better walk like you're a doctor. You better talk like you're a doctor. You're going to move like you're a doctor. He told you you're a billionaire, you better have that billionaire mindset. Like, you can't just say it and then forget about it. Like, you have to move with it. You got to talk about it, And sometimes it's not materialistic things. God said I'm going to be a prophet. God said I'm going to bless someone this week. And you meditate on those promises, because when God promises things, he's going to follow through. He's not going to let us down. And that's another reason why I feel like when God says be childlike, like that's one of the things he's talking about. Like when you promise a child something, they don't forget about it. They don't forget about it and go about their day. They will come, they will remind you, they will tell everyone they come in contact with, like, this is what was said. So if God promised you something, don't forget about it. Remember it, meditate on it, and walk like you got it. And while you wait on God, do not give up. In Galatians 6:9, it says, "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." You see, that kind of had one, waiting on God's time, and don't give up at the end. You see, I'm gonna say one more time for you. I'm gonna say one more time because that was good. "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." It's not me. I'm not making this up. It says it right here. You know what I mean? Number 4 is you are not manifesting your dreams because it is not in God's will for your life. Okay? It's your dreams, but it's not a part of God's plan for your life. God's plan for your life always prevails over yours. Ephesians 1:11 says, "In him we were also chosen, having been predestined according to the plan of him who works out everything in conformity with the purpose of his will." I'm going to say that again. In him we were all chosen, having been predestined according to the plan of him who works out everything in conformity with the purpose of his will. Now I'm going to explain that just in case you didn't get it. God has destined you for a specific purpose and place in time according to his will. He already figured out everything for you. So sometimes we ask for things that do not align with God's will for our life. Okay, because he already planned out everything. He know what you're gonna do before you already did it. He knew the challenges you would go through. He knew everything. So he already planned it all out, and he just needs you to follow the path he already planned. But sometimes we ask for things that's not in that plan. When God doesn't give us what we asked for, it sometimes makes us mad or upset at God. Like, why you said ask and it should be given unto you? Like, why you not giving me it, God? You know, you come mad, you come anxious, you get annoyed, like, I keep praying for it and I'm not receiving it, okay? Let me explain that. God is a God of all things. He knew you before you knew you. Before you start, loving yourself and taking care of yourself and feeling like you knew all that, he already knew you. He already knew you way before you knew you. Let's get that part out the way. Therefore, he knows what's best for you. And normally when God doesn't give you something you want, it's because he has better plan. He's not denying you of what you want because he wants to be evil or wicked, but he's doing it because he has better plan for you. He's like, you want that? But like, it's not even all that. Like, you want the Toyota? I got you a Mercedes Benz. You over here focusing on, God, I really want this new Toyota. It's a 2020 Toyota. And he like, but I could give you a 2020 Ferrari, a 2020 Benz, a 2020 Range Rover. And you just focus on this Toyota. Like, why you want this Toyota? I have better for you. I have a Tesla. And you just want this Toyota. So don't get too focused on what your heart desires and then start getting mad at God when he doesn't fulfill your desires. It's not about you. It's about God. I feel like the car comparison really gets people, like Toyota, or you want that Benz, that Ferrari, that Tesla, that Range Rover, you feel me? You get it. But we also have to remember that everything we want isn't always good for us. In Jeremiah 17 verse 19, it says, "The heart is deceitful above all things and beyond cure. Who can understand it?" Sometimes the heart wants things that aren't good for us. Not everything our heart desires is good. 1 Corinthians 6:12 says, "I have the right to do anything you say, but not everything is beneficial." See, people always say, follow your heart, follow your heart. But if my heart is deceitful, how am I supposed to follow it? I know it can be a little tricky because sometimes the heart is right. The important thing is to always verify your wants and your needs with the word of God. And the last reason why you cannot manifest your dreams is you cannot manifest your dreams without God. I feel like this is the most important one because for some reason, I see a lot of people saying, I manifest a brand new car. I manifest $3,000 in my bank account. I manifest 2 jobs. I manifest becoming a doctor. Manifest, manifest, manifest. And a lot of it is like, I. You don't receive any gifts or blessings by yourself. It is by God's grace that you receive those things. When you say I manifest and I manifest and I manifest, you are saying that you control your own destiny and you eliminate God from the equation. Okay? You like, I do all this. I don't need no God. You don't have no purpose or need for God, and it's all you. You did it all. And that is incorrect. You can't really do anything without God. The car that you received, the extra $3,000 in your bank account, you got 2 jobs instead of 1. It was not because you manifested. It was by the grace of God that you received it. God bless you because he loves you unconditionally. It's not your power that gives you these good things. It is because of God's unconditional love for you. He blesses you. He wants to see his children happy, and he wants to see you prosper. So he blesses you. Even though you're undeserving, he still blesses you. He blesses you because he loves you. Not because you manifested it. No, you didn't manifest it. It's by his grace. I think it's important to know that you do not control your own destiny. And I believe I already said this in this video once, but I'm going to say it again. You do not control your own destiny. When you think that you manifest things just by asking or thinking or whatever you do to manifest, you eliminate God. And when you eliminate God, he is not getting the glory. And it's by his grace that you receive the things that you receive. So aside from God, you can do nothing. John 15:5 says, I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. I wasn't making this stuff up. Everything I said is verified by the word of God. So when you get a new car for a low price, or someone just gives you a brand new car and tell you you don't even have to pay for it. You don't have to pay for it. It's cool. Someone just pays off your student loans. Like, you don't have to pay a dime, a penny. That is not by luck or chance. It is by the grace of God. So when you say I manifest and I manifest, you eliminate God, and it's like you're the one that controls your destiny, and that is not true. You do not control your destiny. I'm sorry to break it to y'all, but you're only blessed because of God's unconditional love for you. And lastly, I'm going to reread Ephesians 1:11 because it really stuck out to me. You know, it really stuck out to me. So I got to read it to y'all one more time so y'all can understand. Because all of these will tie together and explain why you're not able to manifest your dreams. In him, we were all chosen and have been predestined according to the plan of him who works out everything in conformity with the purpose of his will. So nothing is by chance or luck. God predestined us for the plans that he has already established. He already wrote it down. He already made the plans. We just have to follow it. So if you're not able to manifest your dreams, you should probably go down those 5 main reasons and see where you're at and why you're not able to manifest your dreams. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. But that is all that I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give me a big thumbs up if you like this video. Comment below your thoughts and ideas, and make sure you have your notification bell on so you don't miss out on all of this. As always, remember to be beautiful and love yourself.